So I decided for the last two tools that we were introduced to during this unit, I'd do just a little video response instead of writing about them. Basically, I've tried to do a different way or an engaging way of presenting my review of all of them using technology. So the last two I need to look at is blogs and the RSS feed, and I've decided to do these together simply because we use the RSS feeder to monitor each other's blogs. So just looking at Google Reader, as you can see here, this is what mine looks like, and when I look at this, I just feel completely overwhelmed. I'm told there's 373 new ones, and there's all of them to look through, and to be honest, I much prefer opening all the different blogs in a new tab at the top and actually viewing them as they've been put on the website rather than how they're viewed here. Simply because I like the pictures and the colours that are on a blog, and I mean, I know I spend lots of time putting together a blog that I'm happy with and that I like the look of, and to know that someone just reads it off this where it doesn't look nearly as good is a bit heartbreaking. The only thing that I've really used the RSS reader for is when I wanted to find a particular entry that I knew I'd read but hadn't taken note of where it was, so I just obviously have all of the blogs in my subscriptions and I just did a search through all of them for a keyword, so that was a really good thing. As to how I might use this in the classroom, to be honest, I don't think I would be using it in the classroom. I might use it to keep track of particular websites that I find update frequently and have information relevant to my topic, which is maths. But overall, I don't think it really, in a maths classroom at least, would increase any learning. I don't think that it really has a place in the maths curriculum, and I don't think it's increasing in a positive way the different pedagogy used in the maths classroom. The positives obviously is that if you do have students doing blogs, they can keep track of them, or if you want students to monitor a particular topic, they might sign up for a few different websites. But in a maths classroom, again, I really don't see that happening. There's not really a huge amount of negatives. Obviously, I don't like the particular style that Google Reader presents. It's very overwhelming for me. But that's just a personal preference, and obviously you can use different readers. But I just think there's too much information provided when you have an RSS feed of things like this, and it's just too overwhelming for the students. So would I use it in the classroom? No, I wouldn't. As for the blogs, which is what we were obviously keeping track of with our RSS feeds, I think they can be really beneficial. However, I think they'd mainly be beneficial in a primary curriculum. Perhaps some of the secondary subjects like English, developing multiliteracies, it could be really useful, and it's a good way of involving students and making them feel welcome in any classroom. That said, in the maths classroom, I can't really see a blog happening that much. I really like Edmodo. I think that can be useful, and you can put little blog-like things in there. Obviously, it's not as customizable and you won't have pictures, but you could put up information about a particular maths thing that they've been going on about rather than blogging about it, because I really don't think students want to read about why I think calculus is really interesting and fun, and I don't think it's going to benefit them. So as far as how a blog fits into the maths curriculum, I don't think it does, but I definitely think it could fit in a primary curriculum, and in English, even in secondary school and various others. You could, in history, make an education blog about some kind of historical figure and map their life. So you could make entries each couple of months or something saying, oh, I'm going off to the gallows today, things like that. So that could be a really interesting way of learning about particular historical figures. So I think it can be used in different curriculums, just not the maths. And pedagogy-wise, I think it's really good getting the students engaged, developing interpersonal and intrapersonal development, because obviously you want students looking at each other's blogs, and you can get them to do some peer assessment, which I think is good for interdependence, which under my pedagogical ideas is pretty much the best way of learning. I love interdependence, so I think that's a really good thing. The positive with blogs is pretty much that it's developing, as I said, interpersonal and intrapersonal development. It's getting students to think about other people, think about other ways of thinking, and obviously they can look at different aspects that other students have been investigating. So it makes a bit of a jigsaw classroom outside the classroom. Would I use an educational blog? Probably not, simply because, as I said, I really find it difficult to fit that into a maths curriculum. But can I see that it would be beneficial in some classrooms? Definitely, and I would recommend that to many of the humanities teachers. And even if I was doing, because my other method, psychology, if I was teaching that, I might get people to look into mental illnesses, which is a new topic in their psych curriculum, and they could maybe make a diary pretending that they were depressed and how that might progress, looking at someone with schizophrenia, showing different kind of personalities they might exhibit and things like that. So definitely it could be used. Would I continue to use it given I'll probably be just a maths teacher? No, but definitely it's a good thing. So that's my little review of RSS blogs and also, RSS feeds and also blogs. If you'd like to give me your opinion on either of them, I'd love to hear them, but I understand assignments are all due next week, so you may not want to. But thanks for listening. Bye for now.